Oh, yeah. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. We are live here at Sky Park Bike Fest, Volume 11. In the studio today, I have my co-host, MTB Sheen Queen. And my esteemed guests, we have Angel and Sebastian.
Yep.
Welcome to the podcast, boys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Dude, so rad to have you guys. It's been an incredible weekend out here.
Yes.
My man, you've been busy.
Yeah, we're fortunate to be busy and to have fun, to be here, to get to hang out with everybody and I don't know, good times.
Such good
Sky
times.
Park, right?
Yeah, heck yeah. And I love it that you actually have a fellow writer and media person of your own, Sebastian, right here.
That's right, yeah. That's
Holy
been great. Been able to film him a lot, and also it's nice to get the laps in between,
Yeah,
Yes,
it's all
yes.
just going together. Yeah.
As far as ride time goes, have you guys gotten some laps here or just been?
We've done a few laps yesterday, today, also in the morning. We just came in focus on just get those out of the way and not feel like we just did not touch the trails,
Right?
Because it's always at some point you're like, I need to go out. I'll just just quick 5 minutes.
Exactly. Or I'm gonna go crazy if they don't.
Just one lap.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, definitely got to scratch that itch.
Yeah.
On the trails that you guys had a chance to sample, what ones stood out to you guys today or this weekend?
I feel like the classic that can't go wrong with is it's Arrow.
Arrow, I was
right?
gonna
It's
say,
so much
yeah.
fun.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a game show, Kim.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. You went on to round 2.
I'm like, cool. I made it.
I know.
Where's the
Let's
button?
let's see what this button does.
Yeah.
Oh no, this one.
I'll take
There
it.
we go. That's the better button to push. Yes, Arrow is fantastic. There's so many features on that thing. It just keeps coming at you.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like as you warm up and you get a little bit more loose, you start doing things differently, and it always has a different feel. So it's just there's so much to explore and within the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like pretty cool.
I am.
And obviously there's other trails that we really like, but you can't get tired of that.
Mm.
And it's fast too.
Yes.
So it's like the perfect quick lap.
Yeah.
Just boost up and then come down and like, okay, I'm back. We're here.
Right?
Ready to get
Yeah.
Ready to go. Yeah, and I love how they have it upper and lower arrow, so you can like lap upper, especially if you have an e-bike. This place is great for that. You can just upper down to the main climb trail, back up, hit upper again, and then come down all the way through lower
Yeah.
back to the booth,
Yeah, for sure.
which is cool.
Yeah.
When you guys are riding, but I can see Kim's wanting to say something. I think you want to add something to the arrow.
I'm just so smiling about Arrow.
Yeah.
Especially like lapping upper.
Right, yeah. It's
Yes.
that good.
That's the
So
lapping.
Yes.
No, have you done that? I've never done it.
Lapped Arrow? A few
Like
times.
Just
it's
lap
just the top.
upper.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like so like I just want to get the whole thing in.
Yeah.
Just go up again, but it makes sense.
Lap for the jump.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
for
you
sure.
get it dialed. You're like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Every time.
That's the right beta right there.
Yes.
Exactly.
When you're lapping that upper part, I feel like every time you come through, you choose a different line, you do something a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little different each time, even though it's the same trail, because there's just so many features on that.
You know,
Yeah.
you can skip this one, then hit that one. Next time,
Right.
skip this, then hit that, and then try to get them both on the third
For
time.
sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending how you line it up. It
Mix
just
and match.
so cool. Yeah,
Exactly.
seriously. Can't go wrong though, right? That's
Yeah.
the beauty of it.
Definitely. So we got Electric Trail Surfer out of the Lake Tahoe area. He said, hurry up and start the podcast. He said, got 2 runs left at North Star. He's listening in from North Star Bike Park.
Nice.
Right on.
That's rad.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Bike park to bike park, baby.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Right way.
I love it. I love it. So for the folks who may not know who Angel Lopez is, give them a little taste of who is Angel Lopez.
Angel Lopez. I've heard of this guy.
Dude, Well, I'll give you a quick one of mine.
Like a-
I was at the Bentonville Bike Fest, and YT had just opened up their brand new bike mill out there. And I got to, we know the guys, and they're really affiliated with the podcast, and I'm lucky enough to be affiliated with them. And there was this cool thing that they were doing. They had a tattoo artist flown into town and it was as crowded as all can be during like the opening day of that mill. There was a section for that dude. He was like a rock star. And it was like this dude named Angel Lopez. He was the YT tattoo artist that weekend. And I was like, that dude's freaking rad. That was my first like introduction to you. So how did you get there?
You know, it's a series of like things that one lead to another. And my friend Alex, I invited Alex Cazares, that's from Chainline Bikes in San Diego.
Ripper.
Yeah, best shop in San Diego. Go check it out. And so I invited him to go to Rampage. One of my friends and client gave me tickets because they were for the event. And long story short, we went. And he introduced me to Jimmy.
Oh, sick.
At Rampage.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up working or starting to talk with Jimmy. And then I go to Sedona Mountain Bike Fest. It ended up being Snowdona or something like that.
Yes, Snowdona.
We went, right? Yeah, we were all there. And so I was just like, who's going? You know, let's have some fun. And Jimmy's like, are you bringing your stuff? I was like, I can.
Yeah.
Oh. So I brought my stuff, tattooed him while we were out there, had some fun, met more people from the YT family. And little by little, we started just interacting more and more. And when it came to, well, I reached out to him too, because I've been wanting to do something at the mill in San Clemente. I just love the brand, love what they do, and felt like it was the right fit for me to reach out and see if I could, you know, go out and have a little like pop-up tattoo thing.
Sick, yeah.
And he was like, right now we're a little bit busy with a few things, but you know, we'll figure something out. And then she's like, hits me with, hey, you want to fly to Bentonville and do this? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's I feel very fortunate that people have a good reaction to what we're doing. You know, it's yeah, great fortune for that, because we're just doing what we like to do, and it's welcome, right?
Yeah, and the fun is following. I love that. Shout out to Jimmy Azelford. That boy, not only does he 100%. Rip, but yeah, he's a great team manager.
Something else. He's a great human.
Great human.
I have nothing but good things to say about Jimmy.
Sick skateboarder too. Have you seen him on the skateboard? Holy crap.
I've seen very little. And I've seen some of his old stuff. It's just like, some of the stuff that he was doing, it was just like only dreaming, you know, like to hit when I was skating back in the day. So I'm just like, oh my God, dude, it's just wild, you know, to have, he's just like a master of all, right?
Yeah.
I feel like whatever he gets into, he just does it.
Progresses.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you watch him ride a mountain bike, I'm like, how long have you been biking for? Like years? He's like, actually, I didn't start that long ago. I'm like, what? And then he has that, it's that skateboard attitude. It's that, it's that fall forward. It's that like your intrinsic aptitude to complete something that's driven by you alone, and you fail 100 times, and then you get it. And then you get the taste of, okay, success is there. The walls are there, but they're not there for long as I keep at it. And I've seen him like take that to the bike world. And I'm just like, holy shit.
Now he's doing like toboggans and suicide no-handers. I'm like, dude, where's this come from?
Right.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Even Alex Cazares was saying, it's like, man, he is the guy that he's progressed so impressively, like so fast. To the level that he's like riding right now, to when I started seeing him riding, it's just like, it's hats off. And it's awesome to see, you know, like it's a perfect example of like, it's not about not being afraid. It's just committing some stuff, right? You know, like everybody that just thinks differently, but I think if you set your mind to it, you get to it. Right?
Yeah, that's true. And people like that are living examples of it. And it's fun to see. It's great to be tied to people like that. And I feel like it's a perfect fit for that whole YT vibe. I mean, the ex-president's a pro skateboarder, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, damn. And then you got Jimmy, got Steve Caballero. Right. We got Angel now, the tattoo artist on board. It's like, it's really cool. There's a podcaster out there. He's hanging on by a thread. making the cut every year. I'm like, whew, baby. Did you see Jimmy's drop at the new place in Bentonville, that new bike park that he did? The headbangers, he called it.
Wild.
What?
That was like
Crazy.
whiplash
What?
style, you know, like you just like, I don't know, without words. I was just like
Yeah.
hold my breath, you know.
Right.
It was just like he just rolls and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah. I talked to Cab after they did all that, and I go, hey, did you hit that new drop? And he goes, bro, that thing is like 3 times taller than the Hammer.
Ooh.
He's like, I looked at it and I thought about it, and then I looked at Jimmy, and Jimmy's already committed. He's like, I'm doing it, and rolled in and just first try.
Wow.
Just but that commitment, that confidence to just throw yourself out there.
For sure.
Whew.
Well, I feel like it's the same thing like you were saying with like skateboarding. Like I did skate for, I don't know, at least like 15, 16 years of my life.
Oh, damn.
And I feel like you can't allow to think too much.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna hit something, you gotta go hit, like kind of measure everything as fast as you can and then just like attack.
Yes.
If not, then you have the time to start really like other feelings creep up and then
Yes.
start pulling you back. And then you start
Yeah.
hesitating, and then no, I was committing, but and then that's what really gets you into trouble.
That critical
Because then
space.
you're not as focused anymore.
Mm.
You just, do some
Yeah.
funky stuff.
You got one foot in, one foot out. That's the
Oh, yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the mountain biking, it's like, man, I pulled brake right at the end. I was already committed, and you pull brake, and you're just like, it's the worst thing you want to do.
For sure.
You'd rather crash on the other side.
Right. Yeah. Don't go don't look on the dip.
Yeah, yeah. Where'd they go? Where did who go?
It's a magic show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I hear the hub spinning, but I don't see anybody.
For my next trip.
Yeah. It's crazy how mountain biking and skateboarding, they share that same mental space.
Yeah.
Where you got to
there's-
commit.
I feel like the solo sport world,
Mm,
right? That
yes.
has a lot of that. Not to deviate too much, but it's just like within rock climbing.
mhm.
Rock climbed for 14, 15 years as well.
Similar
And,
space.
same thing. You gotta commit, and you gotta understand that you gotta be very clear about what your level is,
Mhm.
so you don't
Cool. Yeah.
like chew too much and then get yourself in a situation.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Once you start climbing, like you gotta commit,
Mm,
because obviously there's different ways to manage, and depending on the style of climbing you're doing and all that stuff. But you still don't want to fall, right?
yeah. Oh
And
God,
so
especially
you gotta
rock climbing,
understand those things, and then once you're in it, you can't allow anything to come into your head,
yeah. Mm,
because then you get distracted.
yeah.
Right? So you gotta stay in it.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
it's a very individual experience.
Definitely.
It's the same trail, let's say, and it could be a very different experience for everybody.
Mm,
The 4 of us,
mhm.
and let's say we're all on the same like skill level,
Mhm.
but we all feel different things, right?
Yeah.
Or we like different snippets of the trail.
Yeah.
It's the same trail.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
yeah.
confident here. You feel confident there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So it's still a very individual like experience. Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And it's like that personal creativity with all those. Everyone
Yeah.
rides different, has different style.
Exactly.
It's cool seeing
You're like,
like,
oh, I just sausage that shit, just whip that thing.
yeah,
I'm like, what?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like,
How do you
I
do
didn't think
that?
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool seeing everybody's different line choice. And like,
Yeah.
oh, I never thought about doing that. Like,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like riding behind people because of that too.
Yep,
It's like,
exactly.
wow, I never thought to try that, or
Yeah.
I never thought to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I'm
It's
getting
true.
jimmy now. Thanks to
Right,
whoever
yeah,
was in front of me.
Yeah, and then it's like contagious, right?
Yeah.
You see someone ride a certain way, and you're like, oh, cool, yeah, I want to try that.
Yeah.
He said that to me the other day. He's like, "Oh, that's cool. I watched you jump that and then onto the berm wall." I'm like, "Yeah, I watched an 8-year-old do it the other day."
Shout out to that 8-year-old.
Yeah,
Now we
seriously.
jump in the
I was like,
berms, baby.
He
Oh,
can
yeah.
do it. I think I can do that too.
Yeah, for sure.
I was following Zach from Dirty Birds Active Eyewear, and that kid's jibby. I don't know if you guys got a chance to do a lap with him.
No.
Holy cow, nose bonk this, whip that, like all kinds of like cool moves.
Playful.
So I was trying to do that. And I know my bike was looking at me like, dude, what are you trying to do, bro?
You're like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
You
Exactly.
didn't pay for that upgrade. You don't have the package. You're still
Like-
in the starter package.
My card was declined again. God damn. but it was like that style is the essence of that person, and you can take that out. So if you zoomed out and you just saw a silhouette of that person, you could almost name that person because of their style, their expression.
100%.
It's so cool. Like going back into skateboarding, you could recognize a Steve Caballero, you know, that
100%.
style, or Eric
Signature.
Dressen back in that day. You're just like, though I know who that is, you know?
Yeah, how like people like push.
Yeah.
You see someone push and you're like, I know who that is.
Yeah. Why you pushing Mongo, bro?
Come on, man.
What is that?
Signature move.
Everyone's got one. This one's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, so tattooing is your bread and butter.
Yeah,
Would we also say it's your passion?
it is. Yeah, 100%. Been tattooing for 19 years.
Oh, damn. Wow.
And it's been a very interesting process because I'll be honest, I never thought that I'd be where I'm at. I just got in it with the focus that I loved the idea of tattooing, and since I was a little kid, I was just fascinated by it. Just was like, wow, that's so cool. Like I want to grow up and look like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just had no idea who, what, or anything. You know, I just thought it was cool, and sure enough, it took a long time. Once I was like mid-20s, that's when I really was like, okay, I need to figure this out. And it's just the intention of liking tattooing and wanting to do it. And I gotta say, it hasn't been easy, but I liked it that much that it was like you forget about difficulties. It's just kind of like part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like writing.
Yeah.
It's hard,
Right?
like it's not an easy sport, and maybe for someone it says like it's natural and super easy, cool, you know, but not for everybody. And but it's a commitment that you like doing it. So you're like, well, I guess I gotta try as many times so we can kind of evolve, and then just within that you start growing. And the way I got into the tattoo style that I do nowadays is because of climbing, actually.
Really?
Yeah, rock climbing.
Whoa.
There's a lot of brands that did not speak the language that I wanted to admit to the world. I cannot wear certain brands. I'm just like, that's not me, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I
North
decided
Face or South Butt or whatever they were
yeah, pretty much. It just looked like again, it just didn't feel like it was reflecting what I wanted to kind of show the world, and decided to start drawing and make t-shirts, right? And that's how Outdoor Traditions was born. My tattoo shop that I co-own with my friend Meg McNoble. Yay!
Oh, shout out to Meg.
It's Outdoor Traditions Tattoo, right? But it started as a t-shirt company.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I was making t-shirts and all the graphics that you see, drawings that I do for tattoos. It started to be just on shirts, and I would go to events, to the climbing gyms and stuff like that, climbing festivals, and sell them. And it was great. Eventually realized that it was taking too much time from tattooing.
Okay.
And I still need to tattoo.
Yeah.
Besides being a passion, it's still my job, right? So I was like, okay, that needs to be in the back. I got into tattooing. Well, not that I left, but you know, refocused. And one day I'm sitting there and I had like 60 designs that I have in print.
Oh wow.
And they're all technically tattoo drawings.
But they were ready for t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, this is Flash. And Flash, for maybe someone that's not familiar with this, a Flash design or Flash tattoo is just drawings that are made for people to pick. And one thing is a custom tattoo that is done for that person and no one else can get. Or a Flash tattoo is just the drawings are on the wall and you can pick from that. And it doesn't matter how many people get it. It's just for anyone to pick. Right?
Okay.
So I was like, well, this is Flash. I'm going to offer it. And then people started saying, hey, that's rad. I want to get that. And I want to get that. And it just evolved little by little. It has been polished. And that's where it really kind of grew into where we're at right now, that the style within like American traditional, outdoors, rock climbing. And then COVID happened. I just bought my first like little hardtail that's kind of like not good for much, but I was just like, I'm just going to ride.
Was that
have-
your first introduction into biking when that happened?
It was
COVID?
like right before COVID, and I bought a mountain bike just because my wife and I did a almost 5 month long trip. We kind of outfitted a van and we traveled, and one of the things that I noticed that everybody that had a van, they had a mountain bike, and
Yeah.
usually for climbers, you have a rest day, right?
Yeah.
You have to force yourselves to stop because you just don't know how to say no to a climb.
Yeah. It's
So,
that addicting that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, rest days. Funny enough, you do a rest day, but you end up doing something active. So the rest day compensation was to buy a mountain bike. And if we traveled, then we had something to pedal around and go to a store. Or have
Oh,
dinner or
yeah. Without
something.
packing up camp and moving everything.
And I was like, I'm not going to try to jump. I'm not trying to do anything crazy.
That's how we all start.
Yeah. And funny enough, like I was afraid. Like, because I grew up, I knew how to ride a bike, but I was not ever on a bike at all. Like I just grew up on a skateboard, right? And I was like, oh, I'm a board person. And so I just want to learn how to shift and brake, and I'm okay. I just want to do some mellow trails, get my cardio going, and it's great. And so it helped me a lot for climbing because my cardio just got better, and all that stuff. COVID hits, all the gyms closed, all the outdoor areas were flooded with people. And my wife said, you're a nurse. So the last thing I wanted to do is to go out and potentially get sick and then go home and be like, I'm sick because I was climbing with everybody. And it just felt bad.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I didn't want to add to the stress.
Yeah, that would suck.
But mountain biking, it's a solo sport in all reality. So I started riding by myself, and long story short, it just kind of evolved to like little by little, like looking at a rock, and as like skateboarder.
Yep.
Well,
you start looking at the topography differently.
Yeah. I'm like, instead of like, I can grind that, I would be like, I can just kind of like go off it. So I started doing those things. And one of my good climbing friends, Jesse, is a mountain biker as well, but I didn't know this. And he said, hey, do you want to go ride this place? And I was like, sure. Takes me to this trail called Anderson in San Diego. And
ATT, Anderson Truck Trail. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Whew, that climb, baby.
Well, that's the funny part. I love climbing. I love climbing on a bike.
Okay.
That's I can't say no to that.
I threw up on that trail.
Oh, really? It happens. I've done it. And but he was awesome enough to really break down the sections and be like, okay, here you don't want to break. Here you want to go this way and that way.
Oh, that's rad.
I was like super newbie. I had a cross country bike at the time.
Okay.
And I went in it, right? And
damn, bro.
And came out of Anderson, and I was just like, oh my God, what is this? I'm like,
yeah,
I need that bike. It looks like a motorcycle, but I'm like, sure.
Right.
And that was like the real like snowball effect, they call it. Just like obsession.
You got bit that day.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a great place to get bit. Anderson Truck Trail. Was it Spicoli 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at the time I just do like the climb and Spicoli, and little by little we start adding, right? And,
on an XC bike, bro.
Well, at the time it was just like the
hardtail.
No, so my first like full suspension.
Okay,
but it was like 100 mil in the front and the back.
Bro, bro, you could not pay me to go hit those trails on that.
Well, I at this like right now, I'd be like, hell no. I'm not trying to fall and explode.
Yeah. One of those trails, I forget which one it is. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3. The group was like, "What do you guys want to start on?" I said, "The easiest one," but I was the most quiet voice of the group. Yeah. Everyone else was like, "The hardest one." Oh, really? And I was like, "Okay." And at one point, I remember like standing on a rock while everybody was jumping from rock to rock above me.
Oh,
I don't know what
exactly. That's I think that's No Name.
Yeah, is that what it is?
I think so.
I just was like, I almost threw my bike off the cliff. Like,
if
I quit.
If not,
I quit.
Only one. Yeah, because it's not a crazy. That's Spicoli 1.
Okay.
Yeah, No Name has and also like a tricky kind of section. But that one, it's just speed, and you gotta kind of trust that you're just gonna, your bike is going straight. That's all.
Yeah.
But the visual of that,
yes,
scary as hell.
Oh my God,
the
yeah.
day that I remember finally when I hit it, I was like, come on. I was like, really? Because again, it's not that crazy. But if you don't trust your, your ability at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at that, you're like, hell no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna go down that freaking,
Right.
like canyon right there.
Yeah, right next to a rattlesnake. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
yo, buddy.
High fives from the fucking rattle.
Right, exactly. I'd tell myself, I was like, I should have done better at math because I couldn't figure out the geometry. I'm like, if I go at this speed, no, I'm dead. Like, but that place is gnarly. So that was where you got bit.
Yeah,
By the
yeah,
bug.
that's where it happened.
Oh,
So I went down the mountain bike thing, and climbing got in the back burner. And then all of a sudden you find me obsessing over mountain bikes, right? And then I
Yes.
start thinking mountain bikes. And I'm like, drawing instead of like for for climbing or for camping or landing, I'm just like drawing all this like mountain bike thing.
wow.
And people were like, dude, I want that. That's
Wow.
cool. And it just, again, it just one thing leads you to another. And I feel so, I wouldn't say lucky because I think it has an effort behind it,
Mm-hmm.
but it is good fortune to have other people look at what we do and say like, I want that. I want to be part of that because they're
Yeah.
choosing us to carry some of that with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that reflects that lifestyle, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a part of you in a way that you just haven't seen it put together like that.
Yes.
Maybe like a song. All of a sudden, it just hits home.
Yeah.
I just gotta listen to it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I love what you said about the effort. The effort has to be there. It's like that saying, it's good to be prepared and then be lucky because you're ready for that opportunity than to get lucky and not be prepared and miss the opportunity.
Right, 100%.
Ooh, dude,
Yeah.
yeah. Effort had to be there. That's
It's not by chance.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right. You still had to hit the ball, so to speak.
Right,
You still had
exactly.
to step up
You
to the
gotta
plate.
participate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that. I love that. I wonder if mountain biking for you is a lot like tattooing where you're climbing, you're in a meditative state. Maybe you're climbing on the bike, you're meditative, you're rock climbing, you're somewhat meditative because all the other distractions go away. You're tattooing, you're meditative, you're
Yeah.
focusing singularity on a thing.
Yeah.
Does that resonate with you with that?
It does, 100%. And I'll say this, I feel like tattooing has like taught me so much in terms of how to control myself
Oh,
because
wow.
of and the same with mountain biking and climbing. Each activity has taught me something different but falls within the same range.
Mm.
And something that I didn't really pay attention to before because I just didn't think much of it.
Hmm.
It's almost like anxiety.
Okay.
So I would get very anxious. And
Oh.
at the time, my English was horrible too. So I'm from Tijuana.
Oh, damn, bro. Damn.
And,
That's like that was a good accent there. It's like watching those anchor women or people that are like, oh, you were watching KTLA Channel 7. My name is, and then they go into their accent. You're like, oh, damn, bro, what? Okay, so that was driving part of the anxiety, you think?
Yeah, because I didn't know like much of the words and you have to have the security, right, to talk to people and to say that I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just feel like I was like sinking, and I had to
Oh.
like really like kind of control that and be like, okay, it's all right. Just, focus one step in front of the other.
Oh, yeah, yeah, right.
And it's such you do have to get into that and like in the zone moment. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I'm fortunate to like feel like I can tattoo and I can talk to someone and I'm like in my element because it's been so many years.
Yeah.
But for quite some time, like it was just always like, whew, okay.
Wow.
In the back, I'm making a stencil where no one can see me, and I'm like,
I will tattoo them as long as they don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I could see that. So that type of thing helped you with your internal anxiety, so to speak. Did you get over whatever the things are in your life by taking it one step at a time and focusing?
Yeah. And again, I didn't see it. I just felt like I had this like feeling inside that was like kind of shaking me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I just didn't know what it was, but I'm like, but I have to tattoo. So I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And eventually I was like, oh damn, I had a bunch of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like that was a nervous breakdown.
I could breathe the whole time, but I wasn't letting myself breathe.
Right? Yeah. Just like you just gotta do it, kind of thing. I just
Yeah.
and it's not being like trying to be too severe with myself. I was
Mhm.
just like A or B. Right? Either
Yeah.
you tell the person I can't do this, or you do it. And I knew that the only step forward was doing it.
Mhm.
So it's like figure it out, even if it takes longer.
Yeah.
Just figure it out. Right? And
Love
just, again, baby steps. Kind of digest it, right?
Yeah.
If you don't get the time to digest, then you won't assimilate and then move forward.
Oh man, I love that.
Right?
That's crazy to think about that. So yeah, the time spent climbing. No wonder why you like climbing. Kind of puts you in the zone.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
tattooing.
It makes me forget about everything.
Yeah.
Climbing it's very similar as writing. I'm sorry.
Quiets the
Getting to-
world.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Quiets all those like shattery thoughts and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and
Mhm.
you just you get to really push yourself in any way it is, and you have that quiet moment to just enjoy what you're doing.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
There's quiet when you climb, because for me it's
I mean, it's yeah.
You know where that brand new palm tree is at the top of Anderson Truck Trail? That's where I vomited.
Yeah.
And a
then
big
Mark
tree
said,
sprout out.
I mean, it's yeah, it isn't that quiet, I gotta say. I was lying.
internal.
Yeah,
In your
exactly.
mind,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
All the noise is gone because you're forced to concentrate on one thing.
Yeah,
And that's definitely feels like, I guess they would call that active meditation.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
100%. I
I love
agree with that.
I think that's something that all of us outdoor enthusiasts are going after.
Yeah,
You know, we got screens in our face, we got 9 to 5, we got bills. Oh God, I didn't pay off the credit card bill. It's rolling over. There's interest rates. There's this, there's that.
right.
And then you're
Need
on
to get
a
groceries.
yeah, I gotta
You
get
know, or
groceries,
gas and- I
right?
don't know.
Everything. And then you
Yeah.
go on a climb or you're on a ride. You're like, don't die, going downhill, and that's even good for you.
100%.
You know?
There's this thing that I believe within my own like digesting things and
Mhm.
all the time we spend outside by ourselves sometimes and here and there, that I think a lot of the anxiety that we have in this world is because we're not outside,
Yeah.
because we are evolved animals
Yeah.
that were designed to be outside.
Yeah.
not-
Gosh.
not in four walls all the time. So
Mhm.
if we don't get to use our body and create the chemicals that we need naturally, because outside you get to like you fire everything up. You have to be aware, hearing, seeing, like all the senses are firing and exerting yourself and how to function. And that's why at the end you're like, cool,
Yes.
tired, I'm dirty, I feel good.
Yes.
Because you used your body,
Yeah.
what it's meant for, right? So
Right.
That's why it feels so good.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same. I feel like jumping on a mountain bike and getting away from everything is tapping into the millions and millions of years where our ancestors were roaming around, surviving, chasing after something, like the great chase. You're chasing after food. Well, our great chase is chasing down the mountain,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
picking those lines one after another, or chasing your buddy.
Yeah.
And it opens up something that you connect with that's long gone, because now everything is like, did you finish that project,
Right, yeah.
Mr. Smith? You're like, oh God. But you get to the end of
Why you
that,
gotta
and
say that.
yeah, right. And you get to the end of that feeling, and you're like, ah, that was good. I feel grounded again.
Yeah, that reset button.
Yes, exactly.
You blow on the cassette.
Yeah, I remember that. My Nintendo 64.
There you go. Yeah.
Come on, Mike Tyson punch out.
You go like set it a little bit offset, and then press down.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, oh, it's working now.
Yeah.
The little pencil.
Right.
Stuck
Yeah,
in.
Yes,
yeah, yeah. Don't touch
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Don't move it.
yeah.
Don't breathe on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It allows us to just play one more day, right? Like to
Yeah.
just be leveled.
There's been some cool studies that I've been hearing about the Andrew, is it Huberman podcast? They were talking about this physician that was actually taking patients that were really ill and from different diseases and actually giving them time outside and in vitamin D and in just the fresh air.
Yeah.
And compared to patients that weren't able to go outside, and the patients that were going outside got better quicker, statistically significantly quicker than the ones who never got to see the sunlight.
Right.
It's crazy.
Again, it's just like your body is not firing any whatever it is that it's exposed to outside.
Yeah.
It's just not working. It's not, you're not giving it the task.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if you don't give it the task, it's not gonna do it by itself. right?
Yeah.
So you gotta give it, you gotta feed it that. Right. So
Mhm.
I can see that. It's so interesting. I love that podcast. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, then Mark tells me that, and I look at him and I'm like, duh. But I'm from Michigan. So, we get winter, we get
Right.
clouds and gray, a lake effect, like there is no sun. We get seasonal affective disorder. And I'm like,
Sure.
yeah, everybody's taking vitamin D supplements. We're all buying like the sun lamps.
Yeah.
But then it's realizing too, it's like, oh yeah, you guys are in Southern California. You don't know what it's like to not have the sun for half the year.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes,
Like
being outside.
one of the things I would just be like, you guys, to be able to withstand or to adjust to it, like it's quite something, because there's a rainy 3 long days and San Diego, and I'm just like, oh my god,
Right? I wish that
I'm
would
full on.
stop.
I'm just like, I'm never going to Seattle in my life.
I know.
It's just like-
I lived that. I lived in the Upper Peninsula, the UP of Michigan. I lived in Sault Ste. Marie, the Sioux.
Wow.
And so it was right on Lake Superior. So
Yeah.
pretty much, fall, winter rolls in. The sun does not come out all winter. I
Wow.
remember one day in January, the sun came out. And I remember just like parking my car outside and being like, oh my God, the sun, the sun. And it was just a rarity, because then we're back into overcast again.
Right.
Beautiful in the spring and summer, sun's out then, but
Sure.
come winter time, sun doesn't come out, and it's
That's tough.
rough.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
I lived in Seattle for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And seeing
I
this,
was like, never go to
I know.
Seattle.
I know.
Sebastian's like, fuck you guys.
You don't even know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Try hero.
Yeah, exactly.
Kim and Sebastian unite.
But just seeing the switch of people's attitudes from
Yes.
like winter to summer, I'm like, whoa, these are like totally different people
Yeah.
that live here.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Wow, that's a real thing. I remember visiting Kim the first time I saw this like light thing that was in her closet. I go, hey, what is that? And she said it was the
It was my sun lamp.
Yeah.
It,
A
it
sun
was
lamp.
bigger than a computer screen, an old computer screen. And I'm like, I have to turn that on 20 minutes a day in the winter.
Nice.
Otherwise, I get really, really sad.
Yeah.
that's
Are
why.
you growing weed in your closet?
What's going on here?
This is hydroponics, whatever.
Close that door.
Yeah.
Federal agent my butt. Yeah, we take it for granted out here when it's so sunny all the time. We're like, oh God, it's another. I need to hit up Spy Optic and Dirty Birds and get more sunglasses. It's so bright. Ugh.
Yeah. Man, that sun is so tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it is taxing, of course.
Yes.
You need to learn how to be outside with it and
Mhm.
when not to and all that stuff. But I mean, oh no, please don't.
I feel so sorry for you.
All of our listeners that are outside of the Southern California area, we sympathize with you. We're just this is our thing. We got a question here from the Electric Trail Surfer. He's asking, do you ride a decoy?
I do.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
baby.
Right.
Which one and what color?
I have a decoy core 4. It's a black with Olin's
Oh,
build. I love that thing.
black magic color. Yeah,
So good.
so
That,
good.
that is just a plow machine.
Yes,
Amazing.
that bike is a blast. It's how do you like having the coil in the back? Does it feel different than the air in the back? It does.
It does feel different. And so the first time I rode a decoy was YT was awesome enough to let us borrow some bikes to do Palm Canyon Epic.
Oh, damn.
And we wanted to film some of some of that ride,
Mhm.
and we needed e-bikes, right?
Okay.
And so they were able to like let us borrow some decoys for that ride, and I remember riding the decoy, and it had like a air shock in the rear,
Uh-huh.
and it was playful.
Yeah.
Woo! I was just-
So
I was
poppy.
Like, I was like, oh my god! I'm like, yeah, I want one. And then
Just
the
borrow these
difference-
for the weekend.
Yeah. I promise I'll turn it back.
Yeah.
And, but that's what convinced me. I was like, I need a decoy. Like that is it. That's what I need. And inevitably, I lean more towards the coil just of the terrain that we ride more often in San Diego, or at least the trails that we ride a lot. It's very technical, very chunky, chattery stuff like that, like Anderson, like the main descent, just, firing up.
Oh yeah.
And the coil that just takes some of those hits way better.
Yeah.
At least I prefer it. I'm not saying one is better than the other in all
Yeah.
reality.
For your ride
It's
style, you
styles,
like
right?
that.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I just feel very comfortable.
Mhm.
It's so good.
I'm with you on that. I got my first coil with the Decoy Core 3. I put a push coil on there.
Okay.
And everyone's like, dude, the back tire is going to feel so planted now.
Yeah.
And you're going to have like this linear feeling of suspension versus that ramp up with the air.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means.
It's like, I believe you.
Yes, but I'm going to go. And then as you hit sometimes the brake chatter going into a berm, I was noticing my back tire was still there. I was just like, oh, it's not bouncing around. This is great. It's hugging the ground. I noticed that when I would cheat on my jumps, I was getting a little less pop because I was using the air coil to really ramp it up and then get a pop. So I'm like, okay, I need to fix my style.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah, I took the K out of my skills with that, but I don't think I'll go back.
Yeah.
I really do love the coil as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Just feel secure, and I don't know. I feel like if you maybe don't like how planted it is, maybe just get a little bit more rebound, right?
Yeah,
And then
right.
Gets it a little bit more playful.
Yes.
And things you can play with.
Working on my Dylan Stark, the best Dylan
Oh.
Stark I can do. That boy's good.
Senor Dylan.
Yeah, that boy's good.
Yeah.
So you're on the Decoy Core 4 Black Magic color,
Yeah.
the coil build, Olin's build. That's
Yeah.
sick. Is it the yellow coil on the black, or is
Yeah,
it the black on black?
Yeah,
Oh,
yellow on black. It's so good. And then I just work my magic in there and convince Sebastian to get the same bike.
You got the same one?
Same exact bike, yeah.
It's so good. I
He
mean,
did.
it's just
It's a nice bike. It's so much fun.
it's
Yeah.
fun. Sebastian, do you come from moto or anything? Is your background, or did you start biking not too long ago? What's your bike?
My background
Story.
Started like skating and BMX. back in
Love
high
it.
school.
Oh, heck yeah.
So started on bikes like that.
Okay.
And then I got into like camping and hiking. And then I was like, whoa, I could match like camping and hiking almost with biking and
right.
just like go further faster.
Yeah.
Backwards, So then I got a hardtail and was like loving it. And like, oh, I can match that with BMX and like jump and tricks and this and that, So it was just like match made in heaven
Dude.
kind of deal going from there.
That's rad.
Yeah.
You said BMX, I almost said Shredder. Right off the bat. It's like,
Not quite.
it's like
I gotta say, he's just like so what's modest about his
Yeah.
riding. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
sure. I've done
Yeah.
it. It's like, yeah. And then I like finally get to follow him. I'm like, damn, dude, like you're just like just nose bump that thing, Just like there's
All my nose bonks are an accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm like, shoot, how do you do that?
If I do a nose bump, it's just like a face plant more.
the nose buck is the end of my trail.
Yeah.
It's literal. Ow.
I always feel like that when someone's either coming from moto or BMX, you're just like, I don't even need to know anymore because it
I'm like, well,
tends
I'm
to
not
bleed
keeping up
through.
with ya.
Yeah.
It helps a ton.
Yeah. Like, when did you learn the suicide no hander? I just learned them a long time ago when I was BMXing, and works pretty good on a mountain bike. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I've been trying that for a while, and the damn bars keep turning on me.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's cool. So
Yeah.
you've been riding for a while then.
I'd say so, yeah. A good amount, at least on bikes. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then you're playing the whole thing with the media side. We're looking at one of your amazing rigs right there. What is that thing? That thing's beautiful.
Thank you.
Didn't mean to interrupt, guys.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Oh, Buddy
nice.
H is in the
Thank you
studio.
very much.
Thank you.
Holy
Thank you.
cow.
Thank you.
We're drinking Buddy's coffee. Is
Yeah.
delicious. Is
Super
delicious.
So good.
Yeah.
We got Spark. Oh, come on. Sparacino? Spark Sparacino. Spark Sparacino says, hello, is this live? Yes, it is. This is live. This is live. Decoy Core 4 is fire.
It is.
4 fires.
Fire.
Yes, it
Four fires.
I support that statement.
Yes. So yeah, getting back into this, what rig are we looking at there?
We're working with the Sony 873.
Phew.
Sony 873. It's a Tamron lens at the moment. ND filter, V-mount battery.
Damn,
So,
bro.
Yeah,
Holy
so on and so
cow.
forth.
That thing costs as much as my car.
Dude, I have a lot of expensive hobbies, unfortunately. It's not great.
That is amazing. So you got into the media side. So you're also flexing the creativity side, like Angel's flexing with the creativity side. There's so much cool stuff. And obviously skateboard background too.
Yep. Yeah.
God, I love it. All of our skaters
Oh, yeah.
reunite. We
Yes,
were not
indeed.
cool in high school, but look at us now.
Who's laughing now?
Who's laughing now? I love it. So video work. This weekend, are you working on something for Angel? Angel, are you working on a project with Sebastian or?
Yeah.
We always have something
Yeah,
in the works.
It's
Yeah.
always something.
This weekend was just a recap of the event.
Yeah,
And this
exactly.
and that. Coming up, we have a shop event that we're going to be doing. That we're kind of working on a documentary right now with the shop and the trails we're building, and
Hell
things
yeah.
like that to just show the whole process along the way.
That's awesome. And the shop is in San Diego.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're 25 minutes east of downtown San Diego,
Okay.
right off the 94. And
Oh yeah.
and I'd say like neighborhood or town of Hamul.
Yes.
And yeah, we're super fortunate to be able to find a beautiful building that it's like kind of tucked in between like super old like oak trees and has like
Ooh.
enough property for us to build and
Oh.
do things with it. And not to deviate, but Sebastian's just like amazing behind the lens. He has a great
Yeah.
eye.
Thank you.
Dude, I got that
And
feeling for
his,
sure.
like everything that he puts together is always just like on point, and super grateful to be able to work with Sebastian.
Same,
Because it's
yeah.
just
Hell
like
yeah.
I feel like we've been able to pair styles or views and stuff like that, and what we want to accomplish.
That's huge.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome to have like a concept and bounce it back and forth and bring it to life, and it's just always like a huge smile. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like literally bringing that an essence of your life to life,
Yes,
through the
seriously.
lens, through Sebastian
Yeah.
together. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see that
I'm like,
documentary.
if
I wanna see
anyone
it.
needs this guy.
Yeah. Are you freelancing right now?
I'm freelancing. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a day job, but freelancing on the side right now, and then eventually want to do that full time.
That dude.
That's a dream.
Wow. Where would people be able to find you if they're listening to this podcast, and how far are you willing to travel, all that good stuff? Or actually, let's just start it. Where can they contact you so they
Yeah.
can start the conversation?
At the moment, I'm on Instagram. So my Instagram is @sebg9.
Okay.
Just SEVG, the number 9. And there I have links to my website and portfolio and stuff like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. And then Angel, how about you for the shop? If
Yeah.
someone's wanting a tattoo or talk to
So,
you guys, where would they
yeah.
go?
Yeah, anyone can check out my work on Instagram as Angel Lopez, one L in between. So it technically reads as Angel Lopez.
Oh.
I promise I make an effort. I know how to spell my name.
Yes.
ENG.
Angel Lopez
Angel
was
Lopez.
taken.
And so you can find me there as for my work, and then the shop would be Outdoor Traditions Tattoo. on
Outdoor
Instagram.
Traditions
Yeah.
Tattoo out in Hamul.
Yeah.
You can find it there on Instagram. And what are your hours out there if people just want to pop in?
Yeah, we're at the shop Wednesday through Saturday, noon to 7.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We have a kind of, everybody has their own, schedule and family things to do. I have 2 little ones, and I work with my wife's schedule as well. To if I am not at the shop, I'm at home with my kids.
You're a good man.
Well, how could I not want to be with my kids?
I know, right? Yeah, by Wednesday you're like, I'm out of here. I'm going to the shop.
Getting out. But yeah, we're fortunate to be able to have that flexibility, and that's something that was very important for us for Meg Noble.
That's amazing.
My partner at the shop, to have flexibility within the shop. So whoever decides to work with us, they feel that they can have a decision to how they want to run their business, because in the end, you're still technically like an independent contractor, and you do your transaction with your clients. We're just providing that space for them to tattoo there.
Right.
And we don't like to be too rigid, just because I want them to be happy.
Yeah.
If you tattoo and you're like, hey, I really need to, I'm like, oh, have the time.
Yeah.
Go outside. You need to take care of stuff. Do it, because then you promote that I don't know, happiness, right? To go to the side and to cool. I want to go back to the shop instead of like, man, I don't know if I want to go back.
Yeah.
It's just easy to fall into that rhythm, and that's why our schedule is a little bit more, I'd say, shorter, and it shifts a little bit here and there, but we're there.
I love that, man. I do.
I promise.
I do love that. I think that's really cool. I feel like the old school thought of like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, rigid. And there were so many unhappy people. But when you get as close as you can to mending like work and life and quality of life,
it's so important.
That's where good people want to be. And that's huge. I love that you're doing that. Do we have a question here? It says, oh, I'm so excited for my buddy Dylan Stark for Rampage. Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Boys, thank you so much for jumping in the studio. This has been awesome getting to know you guys and talking about it. Again, please reach out to Angel if you want a tattoo, or if you're a tattoo artist, perhaps. It sounds like an amazing place to work.
Come over, get a spot with us. I'll say this real quick before we say goodbye, is that we've been working really hard to have also an outdoor area for everybody that gets tattooed by us.
Oh,
have
nice.
a great backyard. Have a jump line right outside the shop.
Oh,
and
sick.
We have a 3/4 of a mile trail that is not fully done, but it's rideable.
I've seen that trail. Is that the trail that you've been posting on Insta?
Yeah, I've been, chipping away a little by little.
Dude.
And, I gotta say, you have to go there to understand what we're talking about, but it's magical. It's beautiful and has really cool features naturally. And we didn't really have to I need to build a drop. Just you have like rocks that's just like perfect right there for a drop, So it's just the terrain provides, and we're excited to open this up for everybody that wants to. Even you want to go hike it, we can go hike it, and like show you around and tattoo and have a unique time, right?
Lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Damn, I love that. Yeah, definitely stop by. And I know we'll stop by. You want to stop by? We're going to stop by. Heck yeah, we're going to stop by.
Well, we'll go explore around the shop.
Yes.
There's a lot of riding.
Yes.
We'll do the shop. And
so sick.
The whole experience.
Heck yeah. Oh, you guys saw it here first. We're going. Hopefully you guys can meet us out there. Make sure you check out Angel. And then if you're looking for some video work, check out Sebastian. He's got legit stuff. He's been doing work for a while. Obviously, if you're from the skateboard or action sports world, you know how that mentality goes. He's going to do a good job.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks all for tuning in. Always great to see you guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Angel and Sebastian, thank you guys so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go get some laps, boys.
Oh, let's do it.
Here we go. We're going to get some. Bye, everybody.